Okay, students, today we will take the poem Dust of Snow written by Robert Frost. As you must be knowing that Robert Frost is an American poet and he is a nature lover. Nature lover means he loves and appreciates the nature. He is very close to nature and he is a realistic poet. It means whatever he has written in his writing, he has talked about reality of life. He has talked about reality of nature. Okay, the poem Dust of Snow. Let me read this poem. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I rued. This is a very short poem having just two stanzas. In this poem, the poet wants to say that on this earth nothing is good or nothing is bad. It is our thinking that makes it so. Here, the poet has used two very important words. One is crow and the other one is hemlock. Now, crow, you are familiar with a bird crow. Now, what is hemlock? Hemlock is a poisonous tree with white flowers. It is a poisonous tree. So, crow and hemlock, as these are the two words that the poet has used for fear, for despair, for sadness, or for darkness. They are the symbol of bad women. They are the symbol of death. They are the symbol of fear. They are the symbol of despair. They are the symbol of sadness. They are the symbol of darkness. Means whenever we hear a word crow or hemlock, definitely our mind go towards negativity, because mostly crow is a symbol of negativity and same as hemlock. So you have never seen that any writer using crow as a bird in his writing. Mostly poets use nightingale, parrot, peacock, sparrow, these birds, because they are the symbol of positivity. But here, as crow is a symbol of negativity, it is a symbol of darkness, it is a carrier of death. It means the poet is in a sad mood. These two words, the crow and hemlock, they have pre-established the scene of the poem. They have already set the atmosphere of the poem. What is the atmosphere of the poem? We can see, we can get it from these two words, crow and hemlock. The atmosphere is that the poet is sad. He is in a sad mood. Okay, now he is standing under a hemlock tree, and suddenly what happens? The crow comes and he sat on the hemlock tree. By the sitting of the crow or by the movement of the crow, something happened. And what happened? That the dust of snow shook down on me. Means the snow that was covered, that was there on the tree, some dust particles of that snow, they poured down on the body of the poet. The pouring itself, the dust here means pouring down. The small tiny particles of snow, they poured on the poet who was standing under the hemlock tree, and he was in a very sad mood. Now, why he was in a sad mood, that is not been specified in the poem. And now I think the first paragraph is clear. See the next para. Has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. Now, this paragraph means that when the crow sat on the branches of the tree, the dust particles that came down on the poet who was standing under the hemlock tree, suddenly what happens? He was in a sad mood. But by this activity of the crow, his mood immediately got changed. And he started getting positivity in his mind. He got the strength that transformed his thinking. He got the power that transformed his thinking. And he started developing positive frame of mind. Immediately he started thinking of good things. Has given my heart a change of mood, means the crow has changed his mood. The crow has given him the strength of positivism and saved some part of a day I had rued. And the poet says that the rest part of the day, which I was going to spend, that rest part of the day was saved just because of the crow who changed my mood immediately. So here the poet want to say that the bad or good thing women's are just the thinking of our mind. Nothing is good and nothing is bad on this earth. So even a small incident can give pleasure in our life. It is our thinking that we take it as auspicious or we take it as inauspicious. So फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल वी मस्ट हैव सीन इन आवर लाइफ दैट कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि हम लोग कहते हैं कि दिस इज़ नॉट गुड फॉर मी, दिस नंबर इज़ नॉट गुड फॉर मी, दिस इज़ माई लकी नंबर, और दिस पर्सन इज़ गुड फॉर मी, या सुबह किसका मुंह देख के उठे हैं, या बिल्ली रास्ता काट गई है. ये सब नथिंग इज़ देयर ऑन दिस, नथिंग इज़ देयर इन द रियलिटी. The only thing is that this is only our thinking. So poet says that mostly crow and hemlock, they are considered as a symbol of fear, as a symbol of despair, as a symbol of darkness, as a symbol of gloominess. But these two, the crow and hemlock, they have changed my day. And my mood got changed immediately, and I started getting power. I started getting strength to spend rest of the day in a good mood. So this is the meaning of this poem. And now see the difficult words which are there in the poem, that is hemlock, root, dust and shook. They are very common. I already gave you the meaning. Hemlock is a poisonous tree, and root means to feel regret. Dust is a tiny particles of snow, and shook is the third past form of shake. Okay, so here we can say that the basic theme of this poem is that the poet wants to say that we should have a positive frame of mind. And one thing, that is a dust of snow, it gave a ray of happiness to the poet. He was very sad, but immediately as he saw the dust of snow, he started thinking positively. So he says that nothing is good or nothing is bad, it is our thinking only which we get. And so in this poem he wants to say one more thing, that nature is the best thing for us to entertain ourselves. We can learn a lot of things from nature, and we can share a lot of things from nature. If we are sad, we can come close to our nature and feel better. If we are happy, then also we can share our happiness with the nature. So this is the literal meaning of this poem. And if we talk about the real meaning of this poem, then the real meaning could be that the poet has given this poem for you: crow, hemlock, dust, snow, and all these small things. Actually he wants to say that in this age the students are very frustrated. They are very aggressive. They are in a very negative mood. They don't have any patience to bear anything. So the poet says that in any condition, in any situation, if you are not feeling good, or if you are not getting positive things, or the life is not going on smoothly, then you should not get frustrated. You should not give up. Because a small thing, a small ray of happiness or a small incident can give you a lot of pleasure, and through that incident you can enjoy your life much. So he says that for example, something bad is happening with you in your class 10th. Now immediately if you go to your childhood days, you may remember some very good incident about your childhood days, and suddenly your mood may get changed. For example, teacher is scolding you in the class, and you just remember any incident of your childhood, any incident of your class 2nd or class 3rd comes to your mind, immediately you talk about that incident in the class, and you will see that the whole atmosphere gets changed. Everybody will enjoy with you. Even you will be able to forget the current situation which were being scolded by the teacher. So this is what the poet wants to say, that means every incident or any small incident can change our life. Nothing is good, nothing is bad, nothing is a bad woman, or no, nothing is a good woman for us. We can make it by our thinking. Good or bad happens only by our thinking. Our thinking is a carrier of positivism. So if we want to spend our day in a better way, we have to take everything, we have to consider everything in a positive way.